Hey ladies, I'm here today to do a super simple eye tutorial using eyeshadow palette number 2. This is the palette with really pretty silvers, grays, a nice matte black, a dark brown, a taupe. These prepackaged palettes contain shimmers and mattes in a variety of shades, so you can really get multiple eye looks from just one palette. There's no guessing on which colors go together because all of these shades in this palette go together. It comes in a nice hard plastic case with a nice big mirror. Mine is filthy. But they're just really simple. It takes all the guesswork out of any color matching that you could possibly need. So I'm going to do a super simple look with this today. On my face, I'm wearing Liquid Touch Foundation in Velour. I'm using Scarlet Concealer for my highlight. I have Sunset Bronzer for some added color and some contour, and Sweet Blush for some added color. I'm wearing a nice, bold, matte red lip. This is Sizzling Liquid Splash Lipstick. Any liquid splash lipstick color that I put on my lips just makes them so bold and dramatic. And this red is, of course, no different. I'm using the eyebrow palette in brunette with my brow artist brush, and I have no makeup on my eyes so far at all. So I'm going to start like I do every time, no matter what eye product I'm using. I'm going to apply this eye primer. This is a great product. Just takes a very small amount for both lids. It's a great product to really make your eyeshadow colors pop. It also makes your eyeshadow last longer. It makes it not crease. It's just a really great product. Just takes a little bit. It comes in a small tube that will last you a super long time. And you can also use this reformulated eye primer on your eyebrows now too if you use a powder eyebrow product like our eyebrow palette. All right, so I'm going to start with a shimmer. My whole base for how I apply my eyeshadow, if I'm using multiple colors, is always a shimmer about 3/4 of my lid. A transition color is usually always like a medium matte shade, and then I use a darker matte on the outer V of my eyelid. And then sometimes I'll use a very light shimmer also under my brow. But that is like my game plan. A shimmer on my lid, a medium matte transition color, and then a darker matte color on my outer V. And you can find several examples of each of those in these prepackaged palettes. So I'm going to use my deluxe brush here. It's just a regular one-ended brush with a flat surface. And I'm going to pick out my shimmer color. And I think today I'm going to use Hopeless. So it's this shimmer medium silver shade here that I'm going to use for my first application of color. So again, I'm going to put it right on my lid. I'm just going to press it, pat it down here, and I'm going to put it 3/4 of the way across my lid. So you can see I'm leaving this section bare for now. I'm going to do it on both eyes here. Again, I'm just patting it on, and only 3/4 of the way across my lid. This is what should really pop, this color that you choose here. This is what the color that people are probably going to notice first because it's shimmery and it's lighter and just gives a nice focal point. All right, there's my shimmer. Remember, you can always add more. I like to start with a little bit of product, no matter what I'm applying, and then build it. Because it's so much easier to apply more than it is to take it away. All right, then I'm going to take my crease brush, my favorite eyeshadow brush ever. It's also one-sided and it just has a fluffier but narrow end to it. So now I need a transition shade, a matte medium shade. And I'm gonna go ahead and just stick with silvers this time. So I'm going to go for this darker shade here. It's called Perplexed. I don't want to say it's a total matte. It may have a little bit of shimmer in it, but nothing like these shimmer shades here. I would say it's probably, I don't know, a combination of matte and shimmer, but enough where it's not going to steal the thunder from the shimmer shade, and it's dark enough that it's going to be a good transition shade. So I'm just going to apply Perplexed here, right in my crease and a little bit above my eye socket. Just going to put it right in here. This this crease brush is perfect because it just, you can see here, it just fits right where it's supposed to, right in the crease of my eye to really get that product in there. And then I'm just bringing it up a little bit to transition. Looks pretty scary so far, but we're going to blend it. So I promise will look so much better. Just get all the product I need. And then I'm going to take my blending brush, which was just new in 2017, and just lightly blend that out so that the lines are not so harsh. You can see here, it doesn't take much skill to blend it out. This brush does a large part of it just on its own with its texture and its shape. I mean, I'm literally just barely applying it and then just sweeping it back and forth. That's it. See how much better it looks just blended out instead of having that harsh line? Way different. Because you just want to transition. You don't want to be popping out that you have all these different colors. So again, I'm just going to blend it on this eye as well. Again, I'm just lightly, I'm not pressing it hard against my eyelid, just gently applying it and moving it back and forth. Blend it out as much as you need to. There it is. Then I'm going to still keep my crease brush, but now I'm going to do my outer V. And for that, I'm going to use this really dark matte black called Peppy. Don't be scared of the blacks. There's one in several of the palettes, the pre-packaged palettes. There's also a really pretty black individual pressed shadow called Legendary. It's just a great shade because you can use it to really smoke out any color that you have as your accompanied colors. And also you can use it for an eyeliner. You know, if you use your liner shader brush and you use some rose water, you can use it as eyeliner. This is probably my most popular shade that I use when I'm trying to find something to put on my outer V. Only because it goes with everything. Black goes with everything. If I want to have a green shimmer and a darker green matte, black is my go-to for coordinating with it. Sometimes I wear bright blue or a navy eyeshadow and I want it smoked out a little bit. Black is my go-to for that too. And you can apply it as liberally as you want. Just depends on what look you're going for. And when you start out with just a little bit of product and you're able to build, then that gives you a lot more control over how your eye look is. So you can see I'm just applying it straight to this corner V, so it's down here and then up here in my crease just on the outer edge of my eye. Just kind of blending it with my crease brush. See, you can always go back and add more. And really, if you put it on a little heavy at first, it's really not going to be too big of a deal, because when you blend it out, the blending brush takes some of that product away. But again, it's always easier to add more instead of trying to take it away. All right, I'm going to use my blending brush again. I'm going to just gently blend it here. There we go. And then I'm going to take, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, like I sometimes do, a light shade and put it under my brow bone, because you can tell now I've got this area right here that is just nothing. Looks like a very wide area from where I stop my eyeshadow and where my brows actually start. So I'm gonna choose Romantic here, this very light shimmer, and I'm gonna put it right under my brow line, so there isn't this huge open space that screams exactly where my eyeshadow left off and my brow bone starts. So just blending it. Again, I'm just using my crease brush here. Just applying it right under my brow bone. See how it fills that in? Where it's not so glaringly obvious. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to skip eyeliner right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and add my Epic Mascara. It's really hard, I think, to determine how your finished eye look is until you add the final step, until you add that mascara to your eyes to really complete the look. It just makes a huge difference from how you think it's gonna look to the final look. One of the bigger mistakes I was making when I first started really paying attention to how I was applying my makeup was I was so quick about applying this mascara. I would hurry and I would only really get the tips. I wasn't taking my time to pull out all the little hairs that give me the extra volume. All the little lashes, I should say. So it really helps if you're starting way down here where your lash line is, instead of just quickly kind of grabbing what you can, which is basically just going to be the tips of the lashes. You want to start down and get every single one of those that are down by your lash line to put some product on those. I like to put mascara on my lower lash line too, because it gives me more lashes. You don't have to. There's really no huge rules in makeup. That's what makes it fun. Makes it fun to try new things. See the difference just from the complete look of my eye without applying it to the mascara to one lash. So I'm just applying it here quickly, kind of a first coat. And then I'm gonna go back in real close to my lash line, shake the wand so that I can get every single one of those lashes that are hiding out down there. The more lashes I can grab, of course, the fuller my eyelashes are going to look, which is what I want. This Epic Mascara curls your lashes for you as you're applying it. So before I was using my eyelash curler, and I've totally been able to skip that step now. I'm so up in your face trying to put this mascara on by camera. All right. And again, with these eyeshadow palettes, you can combine a whole bunch of colors for many, many different looks. That's why these are such a good investment, is that with just one palette with 7 different colors, highlights, dark colors, light colors, mattes, that you can use all different combos to get a whole bunch of different looks just from one palette. And our eyeshadow is super pigmented, so it just takes a little bit of product to get a look, so they're gonna last you a really long time. All right, that's it. That is my super simple eye look with eyeshadow palette 2. If you have any questions, let me know. And then we'll go for another look with a whole nother palette another time. Thanks, bye.